Hi, it's Dave Armon from Sustainable Brands in Vancouver, and with me is Jeff King from Hershey, Pennsylvania. How are you, Jeff?
Fine. Hi.
That's great. Jeff is in corporate responsibility at Hershey's, and you've had some very aggressive goals that you've just freshened up and provided a nice progress report. And I'm curious just to see how things are going, both environmentally and also with your social impact work.
It's going very well. We've just launched what we call our Shared Goodness Promise, which is a new strategy for us encapsulating all of the work we do across sustainability and CSR, including our focus on futures and our commitment to providing nutrition and well-being to children, all the way through to the work that we do on our business when it comes to commodities, and also our work in the environment to protecting the environment, all the way through to the investment we make in the places where we live and work through our community work.
So I've admired the transparency from Hershey's over the years. Clearly, supply chain is a big deal for anyone who's involved in procuring cocoa beans, and you've and coconut too. I understand is another commodity that you're looking at and trying to get in the most responsible way possible. How does your new updated report and your new sort of goals get you to the 100% responsibly supplied commodities?
So yes, at the end of 2017, we were at 75% of working towards 100% certified and sustainable cocoa by 2020. This year, it's been a busy year, so we also launched our Cocoa for Good strategy a few months ago, which is a $500 million commitment by 2030 into that cocoa supply chain, covering farmer livelihoods, again, commitment to youth, which is our legacy, we would say, through what Milton Hershey did with the Milton Hershey School, and again, really a focus on the planet as well, through a no deforestation commitment and also reforestation and putting more trees, shade trees on cocoa farms.
Great. Any significant bumps in the road that you've kind of acknowledged this time that you hadn't before, that you've had to partner up or take your pedal off the gas because of whatever reason, political unrest in Africa or some other issues that are sort of beyond your control?
I think it's always a challenging journey when you're working on cocoa in West Africa, and I think you're right where you're hitting. I mean, you always need to be finding key partnerships. We just came off of a pilot in Ghana working with USAID and Winrock and one of our suppliers on the idea of land tenure, and it's tied to sustainable cocoa farming on getting replanting and agroforestry put in on farms. And it was a challenge because you're working with land tenure, which is you're working with the government, you're also working with local custom, and you're always having to move cautiously and bring people together and run a pilot and see how it works. And now we're working on trying to scale that up across the country.
You're one of the few large companies in the U.S. with a woman CEO, Michelle Buck, and there's quite a commitment to diversity at all ranks, both in the C-suite and throughout the company. Kind of where do you stand on that journey now with diversity, both gender equality and across the whole company?
Well, we have, of course, you said a female CEO. The majority of our executive committee female. We also just put out in the report 50% male-female split across the company. So it's definitely something the company is committed to and continues to work on.
It's great. Well, I always enjoy a Hershey bar every once in a while, or a Reese's cup. So it's nice to know I can consume said product with knowledge that the company is a responsible one. So thanks for spending time with us today, Jeff.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Live from Vancouver and Sustainable Brands, this is Dave Armon for 3BL Media.